What's up, gamers? Your boy Beastgamerkuma here, talking about Gundam Evolution. Yes, this is my first impression of this closed network test that happened over the weekend. It's still going on for a little bit, but I just want to share my quick thoughts on the game in a whole of its own. First, special shout out to CyberRank 10 for playing a few matches with me. I also noticed that I had to add him through his in-game gamer tag, so that kind of gives me the impression that this game might have or will come out with crossplay. Usually a game like that with that type of feature has crossplay, but we'll see what happens. First things first, let's get that elephant out the room. Gundam Evolution is kind of like every other team-based objective game where it's like Valorant or Overwatch, more Overwatch than anything. You have all these Gundams, all with special abilities that can help the team win. Now, you're going to need a healer in the group. You're going to need a DPS. You're going to need long range. You're going to need a sniper. All that to help coordinate properly. Somebody to buff your abilities. This feels like the same, but it just has a different palette. As one of my friends said, a reskin in a way. But I don't care. I'm a Gundam fan, and I love it. So far, I've used Pell Rider, Barbados, and Gundam Axia. All difficulties. Yeah, each Gundam will have their own range of difficulties, HP, and of course, dash abilities. Limiters, if you will. Pell Rider has 2 dash limiters. Barbados and Axia has 3 dash limiters. Now, if you hold down the dash button, you can just do a straight up strafe. Now, if you tap it, you'll just quickly dash forward in any direction. Got a jump button and also a hover button. You hold down the jump. When you jump up in the air, you can hover to another platform or area. It doesn't give you like flight ability or somewhat. Well, a couple of Gundams actually transform into planes, so keep that in mind as well. But like I said, I want to stick to the ones that I've played with. To begin things off, we're going to start off with Barbados. This is one of my favorite Gundams from Blood Orphan. Pretty kick-ass Gundam, mostly uses melee, which in this game is all melee. It's all about close range. Jump in, jump out, get in, get out. Devastating ability, but he is kind of squishy. He can deal a lot of damage, but he can't take a lot of damage. So that's why you got certain abilities like the jump boost system. You have your mace smash ability where you can hold down the button and it does a charge. And once you release, it does a devastating attack that can flatten a Gundam. And during that duration, while it's stunned, you can take out its life points directly, and it's over. I know that's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Get off my back. It has this long sword that you can leap forward and also do a stun. And if their HP is at a 0, you can totally destroy their Gundam. Then you got the boost jump. This is your tactical attack. You can either jump into combat and use any one of those special abilities to cause havoc, or you could jump out of combat to get away from the enemy. Now, if you do get a kill with that boost jump, it will regenerate faster. It'll just instantly regenerate, the cooldown resets, and boom, you can use it again. Then you have the ult ability. Now, the Alaya V system, because I can't say that whole thing, once activated, you get this katana slash strike. It goes into a streamline. I highly recommend you using this in a room full of enemies, because you could do devastating damage with 3 strikes. You only get 3. Now, mind you, you can link those 3 hits. Let's say 2 Gundams are together, you can slice right through them. Gotta use the smart. And definitely don't try to go in there by yourself, because, like I said, it can't take a lot of hits, but it can do a lot of damage. It's a good Gundam, but difficulty level is 4. Keep that in mind. Pell Rider is my second favorite. It's a difficulty of 2. And as I told you, it has a dash limit of 2 with 1,000 HP. That's another thing I gotta keep in mind. Each Gundam has a different HP limit. The Barbados only has 800 HP, while Pell Rider has 1,000. Now, he's all assault, but he does have a repair pod for healing. So you get a grenade, EMP grenade, and repair pod. Repair pod can heal any Gundam in that area for a certain amount of seconds. The grenade deals damage to all units in that small area, so you can use that tactically while you're chipping at their health with your gun, and then toss a grenade to finish them off. Now, your gun is the bullpup machine gun. You can do hip fire, or you can hit the LT button to do hard scope. Pretty cool. Then he has the Hades system. It increases movement speed and primary weapon performance for a short period of time. Now, during that period of time, you'll go red, you get a boost of energy, and you'll be quicker than anybody on the field. So during that time, you take out as many enemies as possible. Pell Rider is definitely my favorite so far. My second favorite, next to Barbados. And then you got Gundam Axia, which is a fan favorite from my favorite anime, Gundam Build Fighters. It throws GN beam daggers. It has a GN sword, Russian slash. Then it has a GN sword and GN short blade, spinning slash. And then you got two other abilities that work best in Trans Am mode. We're going to get to that in a second. But the GN sword slash is pretty much a charge ability which moves you forward. You'll get 2 levels of charge and then it'll just burst forward and attack whoever's in that area. Now, Trans Am mode gives you a temporary Trans Am mode changes the effects of sub-actions and active abilities. It turns you into Kaioken Gundam. All your abilities get a shorter cooldown, and then like certain moves like your quick step can be utilized better to get across the field faster. And you can use your GN beam saber that's only allowed in Trans Am mode. It's pretty slick. If you use this properly, you can actually team wipe a whole crew. But so far, those are my favorite 3. During the games, you got domination and destruction. Domination, of course, you capture points. Now, this is type of different between different domination, because usually when it comes to domination, you have to try to capture the points as much as possible. Being that it's a 6v6 game, a point will stay locked until you capture that other point, and it will hold that point that is yours and unlocks another point, and so forth and so on. So you got to get into those points as fast as possible and lock it down. Then you have destruction, where you can capture a waypoint to get you closer to the other thing, the objective, where you have to blow up A or B. Sometimes both. Plant the bomb, or if you're defending, you got to defuse the bomb and take out the enemy. Until you can get actually 2 wins out of that if you're done right. And then it switches sides to defense. And if you stop them completely, you win the match. So it's actually pretty cool. All tactical, all teamwork. The only downside is hardly anybody used the mic system, so that was kind of a bummer, but there's other ways to communicate where you have call-outs in-game where you can send out messages and tell people caution or go left this way, go right. Type in something to your team. But most people just want to be the Rambo of the group, which I guess, understand, but no, actually, no, I'm going to take that back. I don't understand. You are a team. We got to be a team to win the game. And the people that play right win a lot, so... But so far, it wasn't a bad weekend of playing this Gundam Evolution. Keep in mind, there'll be another Gundam game that's available on Steam coming this week on the 14th called Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operations 2, which was a console exclusive, but they're bringing it to Steam. So keep an eye on that. It's going to be an open network test for that. But right now, this game is a win for me. I enjoyed it for what it is. The ornaments that you get to unlock, the skins, the different MVP videos that you can unlock. But I hope they bring out more Gundams, because there's a plethora of Gundams that they can use in this game that all have great abilities, especially my Death Scythe. Heavy Arms could definitely be a tanky character in a way. And then you got G Gundam characters that are mostly melee but are still fun to play, like Gundam Maxter would be dope. I haven't seen Gundam Maxter in a game in a long time, but I just want them to add more Gundams, and I hope this gets the popularity it deserves. But other than that, I want to hear your thoughts on the game. If you got to play over the weekend, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know how you feel. Let's discuss this. Also, please hit that like and subscribe button. We're up to 536 subscribers. We're growing strong, growing happy. Also, I got the mailing list hooked up on my website, so please add your email to stay up to date on the latest post on Beastgamerkuma.com. Again, thank you all for all the support, and I'll see y'all next time. Beast out.